Hey everyone, welcome. We were having some technical difficulties, but I decided to go ahead first and ask questions later. Hope everyone is having a great day. Welcome to the chat room. Hey Lothcat, I see you there. Let me post the link and see if anyone would like to come. There we go. So we are here, Lower Deck Season 4, Episode, is it 6?
I think it's 6.
Man, it's
Yeah, episode
flying
6.
by. Episode 6. Overall feeling for it, Aaron, or
This episode made me a little bit frustrated for reasons I'm sure we'll go into later. But I feel like someone made a comment that I saw, which kind of slightly echoes how I feel. Of it's kind of Lower Decks on autopilot.
on
So
autopilot. Interesting.
yeah. So
Interesting. Well, I'll tell you what my thought was. Is I came home today after working a little bit, and I went, I can't remember what the episode was about. I couldn't remember it at all.
yeah.
And so I turned it on. As soon as I saw the first 5 seconds, I knew I knew what it was.
Yep.
So that was, what is all this? Hello? Hello? Oh, I'm having a good time here. But anyway, so that was my first reaction. It was not, I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah. It kind of was a bit like that. There wasn't, I feel like, much to it, which really bothered me because like having Rom and Lita in it, obviously, like
Oh yeah,
last
and it was
time,
like
that was
I
so
kept.
exciting.
Well, I was
So,
too, and it was like I went, oh my goodness! I went, wait a minute, that's Lita, and
yeah,
it was like, oh, this is so cool. They're bringing some other characters back, and
yeah,
Rom is the Grand Magus. I mean, that was like, who would have thought that ever? But
but yeah, but I feel like for me the most interesting part of the story was that portion of it with Captain Freeman attempting to convince the Admiral to let her take the lead on the admission into the Federation. But I feel like there wasn't a lot focused on that.
yeah,
Um, yeah, and ultimately it was kind of like I feel like in previous Star Trek series we've always seen the captain know a little bit about Ferengi culture or a little bit about the rules of acquisition, and it's like out swindling the Ferengi, and that just it was kind of a repeated um story device, I felt
mm-hmm,
like.
mm-hmm.
So
I think people from California are having a hard time with their internet tonight because Roger just said he lost his internet. So
oh
yeah,
so
so
the
that
isolated West Coast isolated.
yeah. And I think Elizabeth's on the West Coast too. So it's like, oh well. But anyway, but hey, it'll be a shorter show.
Lucky for everybody watching.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, but I agree. Rom was cool. Um, I kind of saw the negotiator they had for the Federation. I just kind of went, he's gonna mess up totally. I mean, I could just tell from the first. Yeah. Um, but that's.
And I feel like that character's been in it before. Is that right?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I think, yeah, the Admiral. He looked familiar. I thought it was her husband at first, but it's not.
No, no. Um, but come to think about it, he did look familiar. I wonder if we have seen him before in another episode. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
if
he was in the
Lovecat
episode.
knows who that, if he's been in the show before, but
Yeah, he was in I think season 1, so a long time ago. Um, and he awarded medals to Captain Freeman and Mariner for their bravery and ingenuity in dealing with a terraforming emulsion.
Oh, so he was in it before.
Yeah, he was in the episode Moist Vessel in season 1.
Okay. That is cool. Okay, Roger's still trying to get in. Hopefully he can. Yay, Roger! Oh, but he's frozen again. Oh well. That is not fun. He and Lothcat are having problems. But anything else stand out in the episode to you? Or
I guess we had that sort of continuing intro arc of this time the Ferengi encountering the mysterious ship that utterly obliterates them. I thought it was funny at the start when apparently trading weapons is now legal. Rom's declared that
Rom said that,
they
yes.
can't. Yeah. So, and there was one that was still trying to trade weapons, and that one Ferengi apparently knew what that ship was, or had some sort of involvement with that ship. So that was an interesting development. He still died though, but yeah, they were kind of onto it. So I wonder if that was maybe a common theme, that lots of maybe there was a crew member on each of those ships that somehow knew what was going on.
Maybe. I mean, but then it was also interesting. Oh, of course, I can't remember the character name, but he was saying when they said red alert, and he said, "Well, about time."
Yeah,
They're here, and so it was like he probably had something planned, and he thought that's who it was.
yeah.
And it wasn't. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, because he kind of said, "Oh, good, that my friends are coming. We're gonna whatever," and then those were not his friends.
Oh, I thought that he knew. Right. Okay. Now I
No,
understand.
I think it's well. Hey, I might be wrong, but I'm trying to get used to these new glasses that reflect the silly screen. Now I'm not used to that, so I've got to. Yeah, but if I don't have all my glasses, I can't read the comments. So, oh well, life goes on. But I don't know. As I said, I might be wrong, but I mean that's what I assumed when I heard him say what he did, and then he kind of went up on the bridge and said, "We're going to throw you out the airlock." And I felt, oh, other shows have threatened to throw people out the airlock, right, Lothcat? But we won't talk about that because I had So, but she's being very quiet, and here she comes again. What's going on, Lothcat?
Sorry. I tried not much. I tried 4 times to get in, and it was like all of you guys are labored.
Well, Roger can't get in, so. And yeah, I think she's cutting out again.
This episode's not meant to be today, I think.
No, it's not. But hey, that's the thing. Okay, maybe or not. Oh, this is so hysterical. Oh, you turned upside down, Roger. That was cool. No.
It's all happening in the background.
Yeah, I do hear the it's either an ambulance or a rescue squad or something. They're rescuing you as internet, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But okay, let's get back on the topic because it's not gonna go. Negotiations for the treaty. As I said, the guy I knew it was going to be not good, but he did not. I mean, he seemed to was willing to do anything to be able to one that gets them in here.
Yeah, and he was very confident it was going to happen fast. It's almost like he'd never met the Ferengi before. I don't know. I feel like they have a notorious um,
Reputation.
reputation in the Federation. So for him to be fairly naive, um, was a bit
Well,
strange.
you're
But
right, because he didn't seem to know anything about the Ferengi,
yeah,
how they were, what they did. Even though he was supposed to be the negotiator and the treaty signer, Captain Freeman knew so much more than he did,
yeah,
and he wouldn't listen, and he would not
no,
listen.
no. Another one of those pesky admirals that thinks they know best.
Yes, and of course,
I really liked when they presented him with a ceremonial bust of himself,
oh, that was funny.
and then they got the invoice for it.
Yeah, and obviously it was not cheap.
No, no.
And they didn't have
Uh,
any gold press latinum, I guess, on hand immediately.
which just, I feel like that's another, like, you would think that you would know, you would think that maybe you'd require a bit of latinum as part of the negotiation, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Not like it's a cash job, but like, a bit of sweetener, a bit of unrelated to move the deal across.
Yeah, but it didn't. It didn't. And then I guess the next thing we could kind of discuss was Mariner and her antics on the planet.
Yeah, so I think so this is my gripe with this story is that I feel like in the last couple of episodes, I feel like Mariner's character isn't developing. We're going over the same territory of like, oh, now she's a lieutenant and she's becoming a bit more mature and she can't deal with that. And I feel like that's for me, it's cropped up too many times in this season, but not developed anywhere. And it's a bit like with the Ferengi character that she meets from what other episode he was in. Like it was almost like she was like reliving her youth and this is my last hurrah. And I just feel like
Yeah.
we've just seen that too many times.
And we have. And I think that is true. We have. Is that mean Roger's giving up again? I don't know. But yeah, I agree with you. And I think I'm hoping that she had the realization that she's sabotaging herself. She has it good now. I mean, people respect her. Her superior respects her, and she's just so used to going down the same path. Doesn't want to be a lieutenant. Doesn't want to have responsibilities, and she's not a dum dum. I mean, she's proved that in the few missions she has done what she's supposed to do. I mean, she's not a dum dum. She knows stuff. She knows the rules, but
Yeah.
she just can't bring herself to.
Yeah, she chooses not to, basically.
Yeah, she chooses not to. But
yeah, so let's hope in the next 4 episodes we don't have to. I mean, I'm sure this will culminate in some form of revelation for her, but yeah, let's hope it doesn't crop up.
you look better
the
now,
same way.
Roger.
I don't know what happened. Just as we were about to go live, lost power, and I went to get my iPad, and I don't know what happened. Someone may have taken out a transformer or power pole. I'm so sorry.
Well, Lothcat couldn't get in either.
No, that's a personal problem, but
Well, I
mine
know
was
that.
professional.
Yes, okay.
So
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I just caught maybe a minute right now, the last minute.
Okay, and Lothcat agrees with you, Aaron. It's getting a bit old with Mariner. Yeah, the same old. Yeah. So.
Well, Quim tells her that, doesn't he, near the end?
Yes, he does.
Says, Mariner, I love you, but you need to figure out what is eating you inside.
Mm-hmm. Because she's just doing
I'm
the
pretty
same
sure
old thing
I
all the time.
shouted out loud, finally, yes. At that point.
But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But what were some of your thoughts, Roger, on the episode in general?
What heaven would look like if God was stupid. when they arrived on Ferenginar. I thought that one was funny. I'm sorry I've missed out on the conversation, but I appreciated how Freeman. I know she was playing second fiddle to the Admiral, but she knew the rules of acquisition very well.
She knew that. She knew what the Ferengi were. We were talking when you weren't here that this guy just didn't know anything about the Ferengi. And I could tell from the beginning that he was not going to be a good negotiator signing a contract.
I loved his line about Moab 4, inside, outside, and it just fell flat. I've been on that end on both sides where the joke falls flat and I deliver a flat joke. I thought it was rather funny. It was really good. Did you notice the Star Trek cutting board or the Enterprise cutting board?
Yeah. With their corn chips that were shaped like the Delta.
Yes.
Very nice.
That was creative. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Lothcat, but thank you. You know what? You might as well be a Targ here in this episode. But I loved when she's talking to a Ransom. He says, "Why so weird when you're nice? Why am I so handsome? Total package!" That was funny, and he walks out. That was good. There were a few lines in this episode. Obviously, at the very beginning, we see this ship again. Now, I want to ask you, gentlemen, is this ship actually destroying the vessels, or is it taking them in like V'ger did? I mean, they were effectively destroyed, but is it taking them in? Is it actually destroying them?
I was wondering that this time.
This could be V'ger's baby.
Well, it may. I hope not, but it could. It might be. It might be.
Yeah, because I'm like, have they said in the episodes that they're destroying like lots of ships, or they're just picking like, a Romulan ship, a Klingon ship, a Ferengi ship, whatever ship? Like, yeah, they could be Noah's Arking it around a bit.
Well, I noticed that Freeman did say that Rom is looking for Federation help because they've been disrupting the trade routes.
The trade routes, yes.
To what extent? I don't know. But yeah.
But obviously, as we talked about, not weapons anymore. So
yeah, I don't know. There were some other lines that I did like in the movie. Sorry, hopefully I'm not going off. Travel guide duty. I did appreciate that. And of course, when Boimler went out, Ransom asked, "Does he drink a lot of coffee?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, a lot of it." And then when he says, "Okay, you two are going to do this," and then we need a fake married couple, because for some reason the Cerritos is statistically the horniest and least romantically committed in Starfleet. I wonder where they got those numbers from, and I wonder who did the study, but whatever it is, that was kind of funny. And Loeb's Lodge, that was really good. And the minute that the two mentioned nudity, that's when it got strange for both of them, Tandy and Rutherford. So I don't know. I thought it was all right with those two. I don't know when they're finally going to decide that they actually are an item, because early on they're acting like little kids underneath the sequoia, where they're finishing off each other's compound sentences or science phrases. I don't know what they said, but I thought it was good. All the names they had for each other, Muffin Top, and I don't remember the other items, but that was kind of good.
Well, the other thing that was interesting when they went, when they were sitting in the chairs that were going to say if they were telling the truth or not, when they had to say things about each other, and if they lied, it would show that they're lying.
And what do you say? Her hair is fun. Yeah, and I forget what Tendy said in response. Oh, Tendy's got fun hair, and then you may now consummate the marriage. They're like, what? No, don't worry.
Oh,
don't
not
worry.
in front of us. And then...
Yeah, over there. And then the counselor shows up, and he got he was offered the home wrecker package. 10 points in the back.
Yeah, they got out of that really well.
Yeah, they lucked out. And what did he say? You
Mhm.
don't have to feed me in the mouth twice or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
regurgitate my food.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't have to regurgitate my food twice. That was good. Um, I loved how Freeman got her or him, just bringing in one planet, and it's Kronos, which was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think she added 1 billion latinum bars or whatever to the deal,
Mhm.
and it was good. So this is the first step to the Ferengi joining the Federation, because I believe in Discovery, for those of you that know and don't know, Ferenginar is part of the Federation. So I guess this is the first step. And then apparently Boimler watched 8 hours straight. I thought it was kind of funny how he was a bit sarcastic at first. He said, what did he say? Commercial. I thought, oh, they have a
Oh yeah, yeah.
commercial. And it was Pock and Dar. Oh, he's like a hollow novel. And then he was impressed because they had commercials in the programs. That was kind of funny. So,
In other words, the sponsor. What was it used to be called?
Product placement.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Product placement. Yes. Mhm.
I like the bit where he's like, and they just lie.
Yeah. So true. So true.
yeah, I loved how Nog was really into the baseball thing, just wanting to play baseball. So I can't wait to show you my batting cages. That was kind of funny. So it was all right. I know he likes baseball. I mean, they all did on DS9, but I don't get it. I didn't think he had that much of a love for it, but it was still rather good.
I think it was that thing that he really admired Captain Sisko, and so whatever Sisko liked, he liked, and I think that's the extension of
I think you're right on
his
that.
love
Yeah.
for Sisko.
Mhm.
And that is fair. I don't know what I did with it. I have my baseball. I have to tell you, the season finale to DS9, when Dumar, or no, Goldacott picks up the ball and Williams says, "What is that?" A message. I mean, wow. I mean, oh my, I mean, I lost it with the baseball and it was beautiful. He says, "It's a message. He'll be back." Because that's all he left was the baseball. And then they switched to the scene and he's looking to some far off place and you see the formation of the fleet. When that ended,
Yeah.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
impressive.
that was a good finale.
Yeah,
Pops
oh man.
exploding and everything, yeah.
Yeah, that was
It would
really
have been
good.
funny though if they cut back to the Defiant and he was like, shit, I left my baseball behind.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Aaron, that is funny. I like that. Oh my god. In an alternate universe, that did happen. Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Because in the next season finale, he takes it with him, right? Because Kira's like, he's not
Yeah,
coming back, yeah.
that's how they knew they were in trouble. But yes, that was really good stuff. Mariner and Dabo, she was doing well, and then they meet up with the Ferengi biker gang, and they were harmless. The guy was so apologetic.
It wasn't a normal biker gang. How did you think? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, this is a biker gang. I mean, no.
Yeah, that was actually kind of funny. And before that was, of course, when he's watching. I guess it's Pock and Dar. Someone's getting arrested because a pet's over 25 pounds. And Boimler's like, oh, look, Sluggo Cola. And will they, won't they, schlock? I guess he was talking about that was another program. And then we go back to Rutherford and Tandy, and they're like, hearts, hearts. Why does hearts represent the ultimate symbol of romance? What about kissy lips or gorgeous green eyes? And he's like, oops.
Oops.
He was talking about Tandy. That was a Freudian slip. That one was funny. And it was good. And then the words they use for each other, handsome and captivating. So from the very beginning, I think there was something between them. I think it was really cool. I tell you, I go back to episode 10 of the first season, where at the very end says, "I don't know who you are," and she looks so crushed. And then she says, "You know what this
That's
means?
right. Yeah, I remember
We
that.
get to be friends all over again."
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
And it's happened.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
I remember when he lost his memory. My daughter and I were watching it. We were crushed, absolutely crushed when he didn't remember anything. But their relationship, I like their relationship. Yes, and it's good. But I told you guys I'm tired of Mariner. So in that 2 episodes ago when she can get stabbed, man, I was loving it.
So you enjoyed her getting punched in the eye then today for this episode, or wasn't it as good as the
No, you know what? No, no. I guess I'm into the Cardinal stuff because getting punched in the eye, I I understood her frustration, maybe that she says, "Hey, look, dude, I've got to let loose a little bit." She was with her friend Quim. That I was okay with, but she was starting to get out of control again. Yes, drinking as she was, so that was a bit disappointing. But it was just so funny that other episode where she kept getting in the same spot. She's like, I'm in." I'm still here. That one was funny. So to that extent, I was enjoying it. When she got punched in the face and the other guy, Quim, I felt for Quim that he got nailed in the
Yeah.
face.
Well, he
So,
was just standing there.
yes.
He
And
wasn't
did you,
doing anything.
okay, but did you see the animation when he got punched? His spectacle flew. I thought that was fun. Look, I'm not into that stuff, but that was funny. Oh my god! Sometimes the animators really, really get it right. So I mean, I thought it was funny because he's just like standing there and he gets nailed. Um, I'm frustrated with Mariner, but I understand that she was. I mean, she was talking about, oh, so we get to visit bars, museums, bars, and bookstores, and
And
bars,
bars,
and
yeah.
this, and bars.
And then Ransom
it
said
was good.
yes.
The ending where they looked like they're in a compromised position in the tube and they were totally comfortable.
Yes. At the end
Tindy
of the
and
episode.
Rutherford. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes. Yeah. Look, nothing against anyone, but I would like to see Rutherford and Tandy. Yeah. Not that I'm into Ten Ford, but oh damn, there it is. 10, or is it Ruther D? Which one is it? Is it Ruther D or Ten Ford? You know where they put the
Yeah,
names
yeah.
together.
I'm trying to see. Haven't seen that anywhere
Like
Yeah.
ten
yet.
forward. That's like 10 forward. That's a gag in itself. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one was accidental. But I did appreciate hearing the voice of Rom. I recognized it right away.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. Max Gronachek was there. Alita, I had trouble. I know it was her.
It was no, I agree because I didn't think it was her, and I said, was this some other character? Because I missed the name when they said it at first, and then I go, oh wait a minute, that is her. But I mean, it's been years, so I'm sure people's voices do change slightly. Some people's do. So I
Also feel like her characterization had to change because in Deep Space Nine, she's very like soft spoken and
yes, and this she was
seductory, whereas this she's like
yeah.
she's on the ball with this. She's the straight man in the rom and her
Yeah,
relationship.
and
Oh
honestly,
my god, that's so funny. Yes, Aaron. She is. She is the street one. Oh my god. Yeah. And Chase Masterson is also a friend to fandom. Huge.
yeah,
She has a relationship with fandom which is unreal. And it's awesome. I mean, just the vibe that I get from her and every bit of involvement, everything she does. So seeing her in the in the animation was cool. And Nog, it sounded like, felt like, acted like it was Nog. So that was cool.
yeah. And with Chase, I mean, I had to remember when she had done a Star Trek fan film and she was an animated voice, and that's when I realized, oh, that is her. As you said, because the character she was playing was so different back in Deep Space Nine from what obviously she had progressed in this.
And her character also has a lot of like physicality to it as well in Deep Space Nine that obviously you can't see in animation, so you kind of have to ramp it up a bit.
Going back to the thing which I caught when I came back in about the whole thing about Mariner and the frustration. It's mentioned that Mariner is a wild rogue, and she's talking to Quim saying, "You've changed." He says, "Yeah, that's what people do, unless you're in a Oh, he mentioned something about having the support of management, basically. He says, "But you're in the perpetual state of immature rebellion."
Mhm.
I appreciated that. Obviously Quim is very tight with her, and he could be the one to say, "You're acting stupid," or "You're acting." I mean, he basically says it, and it felt good. And then he followed up by saying, "Mariner, I love you, but you need to figure out what is eating you inside." So I'm hoping that we're going to be seeing that investment, because in some ways Mariner has mellowed. She is, but and she mellowed, as I mentioned in episode 7 of Strange New Worlds. I mean, that Mariner, I liked the real Mariner, but then you can act a little more crazy when you're just doing sound, I suppose, or audio. So
And also that Strange New Worlds episode is longer, so there's more opportunities to have those character interactions, like the one with Ahura. We wouldn't
Mhm.
have ever
yeah.
seen that kind of
No,
real talk
not in the
in the other
quick
show. Yeah,
animation. No.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate all of the characters. It's just it's been grating on me for a while that Mariner is so, come on, come on. You
Not
know,
progressing.
yeah.
That's what Aaron was saying before you came
yeah. Well,
on.
this is the first time
Yeah.
I've like felt it, I think. But yeah, Roger, you've been saying it the whole season.
It was obvious in this episode, but there was a step forward, or the acknowledgement that she needed to hear those words,
Yeah.
and she accepted it for what they are because it was from him. I don't know if anyone else could have gotten away, because Freeman has said it, Ransom has said it, at the beginning of season 3 when Dad is telling her, "Will you sit down, calm down, trust in the system?" And everyone was trusting the system except for her, but that was the love for her mother. So there was a weakness there. I don't understand the attachment with the mother, so it remains to be seen. Hopefully they do work that out, and this is a good step forward, I believe, because she heard it, she understood it too. So I don't know. And Boimler watched 8 hours straight, and Ransom called the rescue squad.
Oh, that was scary. And I think he enjoyed listening to the screaming.
Yeah, he
I
stayed
mean,
looking
he
at the monitor.
enjoyed it. Yes, he did.
Yes. He said, "Don't move, don't fight back, just whatever." And Boimler, but then Boimler just screams and screams and screams over every little thing. So I don't know how much it was, but it was
Well,
all
we
right.
didn't see it, but we heard, so we just have to assume.
I really appreciated that they had the those whips from like the early TNG.
Oh my God, that's what they were, right?
they were the whips. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah. Well,
Because
that
did we see him much after that
no.
first
They're
encounter?
in Enterprise, the Ferengi episode in Enterprise, but after that, no.
Hmm.
Yeah, because they had like regular phasers. And I think in this episode, oh, right. Someone shows off a Ferengi phaser, right? In the episode, but was it on the TV show?
Oh
I think
yeah,
it was on the TV show.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Puck and Dar. So, all right.
I really liked that TV show was about real estate. Just
That was funny. Yes. And what did he tell him when he was wounded? He's like, "I'm glad it was you that well, whatever he said, it was funny." I think I wrote it down.
Then it
I
was
only
like,
have 3
killed him.
pages, Liz. I mean, Targ. I don't think I wrote that part down on what it was, but it was still good.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, it killed him, if I remember right.
Yeah, I don't know if the character died or not, but it was good. And then he switched over to that other one, Will They or Won't They, which was rather common. I don't know. Michael, did your opinions change? Because you were a bit unhappy as of the most recent episodes, at least the last two.
Well, what I was telling Aaron, I mean, you probably didn't hear it, but
No.
when I got back today from working, I said I need to see it again, and then I sat down and I went, "What was it about?" Because I'd seen it Thursday. I couldn't remember what it was about. I could not even remember the episode at all, and so I didn't remember what it was until I turned it on and saw the first couple of seconds, and then I remembered. But if I had to do the show right then without seeing it a second time, I don't think I would have remembered anything. I mean, that's how much this episode impressed me, I guess. But,
Oh, okay.
and I'm sorry about that. This season has not been my favorite of Lower Decks. But
Well, it has not been my season either. But I'm still happy with them all told. I mean, they have a lot of their pedigree is still good. I don't think they've blown it by any means, but it looks like the forgive me all, but the global warming and climate, the wells the wells getting lower. So yeah, they may be running out. I don't know, but I thought there were some episodes in seasons 1, 2, and 3 that kind of went dry, and then they come back and finish on strong. This is episode 6.
yeah, so we got 4 more.
Yeah. I don't know if you went over the stuff. Episode 6, Parth Ferengi's Heart Place, written by Cullen Crawford, directed by Brandon Williams. As you know, the tagline was "The Cerritos visits the Ferengi homeworld." The line of the episode was, "Forgive me." Well, there was 2 of them, and they were back to back. Why are you so weird when you're nice? Why am I so handsome? Total package. That was funny. I like Jerry McConnell as Ransom. He is hilarious. And then when they land, for landing on Ferenginar, because we'd been there before, and it is raining. I did get the feel when it was raining of not Galaxy Quest, but the Orville when they went to the planet, the enemy planet. It kind of felt like that a little bit. I was like, ooh, get an Orville vibe. But when they exit the shuttle, Mariner, what heaven would look like if God was stupid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that was a standout line for me as well.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely laughed.
It summed it up nicely and accurately.
Yes.
But again, like the Orion episode, it was nice to sort of flesh out the Ferengi culture a bit more, because I feel like we see bits and pieces of it in DS9, but not in the same.
Well, and certainly not in this respect.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I agree, and that was nice. But I'll tell you this: I was thinking the Ferengi had been in the Federation for a while, after their contact with Voyager. But I guess, I mean, not with Voyager, with Next Gen. But I guess they weren't.
No, there was no alliance, no nothing.
Yeah, so I was just like, I just assumed, but no. So I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, look, after the run of the Next Generation, when we got into DS9, the Ferengi became a lot friendlier to the Federation. There was no doubt. They were. Like when they try to open up trade with the Karma, the Ferengi were right there with them. Obviously, it was greed, whatever, but they were still a part of it. And Quark, when he's talking to what's his face, want you to try something. He says, "Oh, what is it? Looks vile." He says, "It's root beer." I mean, that was Quark comparing his position in life to the Federation. So, yeah, things are good. So, Lothcat says, "Roger, you still beat me. I got about 1.5. I need more blood wine." Well, hey, knock yourself out. You should go for what do they serve? Is it Sluggo Cola?
Yeah.
Was it Sluggo?
Yeah, Sluggo Cola. Yeah. So, it was all right. There were moments that were genuinely funny looking at their culture. I do have to say that the biker gang, I didn't get it. That was funny. They were harmless, freaking harmless. The guy apparently is like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Those aren't biker gangs, but I guess that would be a Ferengi biker gang.
Maybe.
I really like the restaurant that they went to is supposed to be the Star Trek experience.
Oh my God, you got that. Yes. I had
Yeah.
been to the Star Trek The Experience, and I think they called it Quark's Federation Experience because for those that know and don't know, Quark's bar and restaurant was at the experience. And we did. And I tried the con dish, whatever it was.
The Wrap of Khan.
Yeah, the wrap of con, I think it was. Yes. And we were there. The restaurant actually was kind of cool. The bar kind of did look like it. And it was a hall, it was the promenade. And there were shops along the side, which it was all right. It was all right. But when you went into the museum, it was the real treat because they had a lot of stuff from Star Trek over the years. And the original uh, adventure, it was fun, but it wasn't any better than Star Tours. It was good. And being able to walk through the stuff and then eventually get on the bridge, I mean, that's just unreal. I mean, it was an immersive experience and being transported, how they did it, the effect, it worked. You can't have the transporter pad move because people can fall and stuff. So it was good. Start to and I loved the music in the background when they walked into Quark's Federation experience. That was cool. I think it was like the end theme to most the Star Trek suite.
Yeah. And it was on a loop. Like
You
there was a
got
very
that
small
right.
part on a loop. Yeah.
Yes, I mean these guys are funny. I forgot about that. You're right. It was good. So look, Boimler did give one place, the hotel, a 9 of 10. That was it until he discovered commercial. I try to do it phonetically, so that was just funny.
And then that changed everything. He kind of crossed everything else off his list.
Yeah, and even Ransom at the end, he says, I'm proud of you, dude. You go along. This time you actually went ahead and did something on your own. So these ensigns are growing, but we're 4 years in on their career.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Kirk already left the academy as a lieutenant. So, but anyway,
That's a whole other issue.
that's a whole other issue. Yes. I don't know what your thoughts are or what else you wanted to talk about. But, I enjoyed Freeman in this episode.
It showed she did her homework, unlike other people. I mean,
Well, remember another episode where she blew her top when she said I'd been working on this for, the whatever blanket to blank small talk. And now it snapped. For my senior play, we had a very small class. We had 25. Eventually, we only had 24 seniors that graduated at my school. And it was a tradition to do a senior play. And my fellow boneheads chose to do Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat.
oh my.
I do not have a singing voice. I have
Oh
nothing.
my.
So I was lucky. I was doing everything and anything to do everything on the side. And then good old Richard Black in the last few weeks decided to do something stupid. He was the butler. Guess who had to be the butler? I still remember my lines. It's disgusting. But I'm tone deaf, so I cannot hear the musical cue. And when I was on stage, I had to look down to Sean Strong as he's playing the piano, and he had to do this. I mean, in the darkness, and he had to. That's your cue, and I would start off, and I did a much better job than William Shatner did. That's all I can say. But I do not have a singing voice, and it was
Was
horrible.
he in Joseph?
I'm sorry?
Was William Shatner in Joseph?
William Shatner had an album. You don't know of this?
Oh yeah, but he wasn't in
Oh, yeah.
Joseph. You
Oh
didn't
no,
see
no,
him.
he wasn't.
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
I meant just.
So
the
he thought
singing.
he had been in Joseph.
I was
you
like,
were.
he was the butler in Joseph. Surely
No,
he'd be
I'm.
the
Oh, hell
money
no,
man.
no. All right, fair enough. Yes, I'm sorry. I need to clarify my stories from time to time. Yeah, no. He probably would have been Pharaoh in that one.
Yeah. Yes.
He never could be Joseph, of course. But Lothcat says DS9 should have talked more Federation, especially after Nog joined. Yeah, fair enough. So what else do you guys have? What is that spaceship? What is it? Is it Poopsie on steroids?
Ooh, maybe it's a Poopsie or Pooksy clone or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no idea. I thought that one of the Ferengi was in on it, but Michael explained that it wasn't that. So
At least that's not what I thought. What did you
Yeah.
think, Roger? Because I thought the Ferengi had contacted another ship to like steal all the guns or whatever that they had there. And so when they went upstairs when the red alert, he said, "Oh, finally!" I just assumed it was because he knew that his friends were coming to ransack and steal all the guns and make lots of money. And then when he goes upstairs, he realizes that, oh, that's not what it is. And
I would agree with that. Yes. I think they were waiting for someone else and someone else did them wrong. So, or something else did them wrong.
mm-hmm.
But I don't recall in the other events that the ships actually exploded because when they
kind of just those weird
Yes.
disintegration,
vaporized or something.
and come to think about it, it was a lot like V'ger back in the movie. Just that was sparkly stuff, but this was kind of the same. Felt like the same kind of thing, like a beaming, transition.
I don't think they've been destroyed. Have we seen the ships actually explode and stuff like that?
No, they said. I think the only thing they've said is they disappeared. I think, but I'm not sure. But
Yeah,
I'm
we'll see.
thinking that that's what they said.
Whatever.
Not Poopsie. You don't think still Poopsie?
I think I may have said Poopsie.
Well, I might have.
Thought I said Moopsie, but whatever.
I might have said Poopsie. I don't know.
Poopsie, whatever. All right, gentlemen, what else are some of your thoughts on this episode? It was a 25-minute episode.
No, I think.
I feel like that's
through.
it for me.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, I did like, as I mentioned earlier, Freeman quoting the rules of acquisition, but we talked about that. She mentioned 62. She mentioned 8, and there were maybe 1 or 2 others, and I did appreciate that. I immediately recognized it when they pulled that item out. He's like, "Oh my God, that's a Genesis device!" I said, "Yes," but I love you. Yeah, but it's a newer version. It's for homesteading or whatever, or planet stuff. I was like,
the smaller version.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny because with technology, as you know, things get smaller with technology. So that was kind of funny. I was all right with that. But beyond it, your thoughts and the deadpan joke by the Admiral of Moab 4. He's changed, Ferenginar as much as Moab 4 being inside and outside. Wow. You had to have visited Moab 4 to get that one. I'm sorry, that was funny. But all right. What are your, I guess, final thoughts, or even if you want to do your grades on this one?
As I said, I couldn't remember it, but I mean, there was enough good stuff. I would give it a B-. I mean, I've been mean to it recently, but
you've been very mean to it.
I'll give this one a B-, just because I think I laughed a little bit more on this one, mainly because of Tandy and Rutherford. So with what they were going through, so
you actually did like what Tandy and Rutherford went through.
Oh,
I thought that was going to grate on you.
Oh no, I
did enjoy it.
I did. I did, just because I've been there, done that. Let's just say that, and I've tried to pull something over on people, and I can't do it. So I get what they were going through. So, and
fair enough.
And it's much, So I don't know. And probably Aaron will give it an A+. So.
Oh, what? Lothcat? Stop it.
What'd she do?
C+.
Oh, okay.
She says, now going back to that alien ship that we sarcastically said might be Moopsy and Heat, I'm not sure they're all dead. I think it's like a dart from SG1.
Could be. And it wasn't SG1, but we won't talk about that. It's
Oh, okay. It left me wanting more.
that's Stargate Atlantis, but we won't go to there. So.
Okay, fair enough. So she gave it a C plus. I
Mhm.
usually wait to the very end, and I'm going to ask Aaron to do the final score. For now, for me,
So we were
oh,
saying at the start, but this one was one that just really grated on me, just because the Mariner thing, but just getting a bit old, just going over the same territory. I feel like the story I wanted to focus on was the Freeman and Nog part. Yeah, sorry, not Nog, Rom part, and there wasn't enough of that. Um,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go C plus.
ooh, okay. I did enjoy the Tandy Rutherford stuff. Will they? Won't they? I don't think they ever will, but I think it's kind of cool because there is something there, and they're both nervous about it, which is really kind of neat. And I agree, Aaron. Thank you. It Freeman, forgive me. She's a badass. She's good at dealing with people. She really is. Funny how she can't deal with a daughter, but that's another story. um, Mariner, yes, there was improvement. There was that line. I don't want to keep on repeating it because then it just becomes old. But for me, um, I don't think it. Yeah, was it a B episode? I did laugh several. Yeah, it was. I was actually worried about what I'm indecisive. It's either a B minus or a C plus. No
Well,
more, no less.
honestly, I'll just say that I was between that too, but I
Yeah, me
said
too.
I
Me too.
laughed
Yeah.
and I said I'll give it a B minus because I have really been harsh on Lower Decks this season. So.
I might just do that for right now because I'm really in between because it wasn't a spectacular, but it wasn't pedestrian either.
No.
So now, out of curiosity, gentlemen, as we finish up on this one, and Lothcat, your favorite line and what was your reaction? I told you what happened. I did genuinely chuckle. That was funny. Was it the same? That was that the same line for you? And did you laugh out loud or did you just chuckle, Aaron? What was the line for you in this episode?
The one about this is heaven if God
Oh,
was stupid. That's the one
yeah.
that made me laugh. Yeah.
Okay. And you did laugh out loud?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I did. I can't hide it. Michael,
It was
was
one of
there?
those times where it was like, did she just say that?
Oh yeah, okay. Kind of like that. The way you're reacting right now. Oh, I heard it. I chuckled right away. It was just so deadpan where she's like, "Yep." Ah, that was funny. Michael,
I really can't think of anything that stands out. I mean, honestly.
even the Rutherford Tendy lines.
Well, there were so many of them. I can't even remember what was what. So,
Okay, that's fair.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it just kind of all was a, you know.
All right, fine. Stargate Atlantis, picky.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
picky because of certain things that might be coming along on the network. So there you go.
You know, folks, I'm still grateful for Lower Decks. I'm grateful to McMahon for doing this. I'm grateful to the Star Trek universe. I'm grateful to both of you. I miss Greg. Wow, we miss Greg. This is the first, Michael. This is the first episode we've missed Greg on
Yeah.
for anything for months now. I'm gonna have to get a hold of him. I hope everything's okay. Did he send you a message?
I did not see one. I sent him the link. So,
Or maybe we got a little emotional, Aaron, on Thursday when I said, yeah, we're not going to be doing Thursday for a while now. So who knows?
Maybe he forgot. I don't know.
Yeah, he might have forgotten, and that's fine. But or the episode was bad. I don't know. But
Maybe he might have. No, he did not.
Oh yeah, because everyone talks to you, Michael.
Oh, I know. Well, someone
Aaron,
just
you just got a slight taste of the internal drama right now.
Now.
It's all in his head.
Now.
It's all in his head. It is.
Oh yes, it's all in mind. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Electric Entertainment. Everyone needs to communicate with Michael Day and his program, Trekking Across the Universe, which I say is so damn funny. Someone said, I have a fragile ego. I said, yes, I'm in front of a camera. I have a fragile ego. Not as much, I think, as others, no doubt. But yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
I'm an
Trekking across the
egomaniac.
universe with Michael Day. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. I'm on the internet. Cut it out. I mean, I love doing it for a reason. So I do want to thank Lothcat. I don't know if anyone else was in the chat room because I had a lot of trouble
Not that I saw,
early
but
on.
that doesn't mean they weren't, and they just didn't say anything. So
Yeah. Again, I apologize, folks. And don't forget, as you know, we are having difficulty with Facebook right now. So we ask you to hit us up on first the website, go on over to Twitter, which is now X. But it's funny, the hashtag is still Twitter. So go figure.
yeah.
We're on Twitch as well as YouTube. So looking forward to it. Episode 7 is coming up next week, and we'll see what happens. But I want to thank my illustrious and glorious co-host. This is a lot of fun, and I look forward to it. In a way, I'm sad we only have 3 episodes yet, but we've been slugging through, and I think we do need time off. So it is a serious
And
commitment.
someone needs to make more Star Trek, so
That's right. And Aaron, if there's more Star Trek, we will attempt to accommodate. I know your schedule is tough, but
But we love having you, Aaron.
if Saturday
thank
works,
you.
yeah, oh hell yeah. If Saturday works, we'll see moving forward. But we'll get to that when we will, because we are going to be doing Star Trek for a while. We actually did season 3, right, Michael? Last year when we did all 4 programs. We did Andor, we did oh man. That was tough. We did
That was tough.
Andor, Star Trek, we did House of the Dragon, and the Lord of the Rings. That was almost 3 hours every Sunday night. That was crazy.
And that was late on Sunday night. That
Yeah.
was tough.
That was. So we ain't doing that again. Actually, the only one we will do will probably be House of the Dragon, because that was a big deal. And did you see Michael didn't say anything? I think all of his reactions with the commercials. Yeah, that was funny. Boimler. I guess they don't have any of that stuff. So we're good. All right. Any other announcements? Anything, folks? Oh, look at that. PotemkinPictures.com under Michael. Check it out. Of course, ndbmedia.net and at Voyages Fan Film. And Aaron, if you are up to it and you are thinking about it, I know you have a lot of talented people that have their own lives and stuff. But if you are interested in doing one of those commentary tracks, we would be thrilled to assist you in that. You could use StreamYard to do it, make the connections and stuff. I would not be involved other than actually producing it with you. I would not be involved in the commentary track. What's the point? I don't know. But I would love to assist you guys. I think we have a serious commitment from someone, right, Michael?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they want to do a commentary track. So I offer to you, young man. I know.
Oh yeah, thanks. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking of doing one for another film.
For
So
one that you just got released recently, or that's
No, like
a
an
different
old
one?
film
Oh,
that
okay.
we've like redone. So
okay.
not Star Trek. So
No, I figured it was one of your other ones. Yeah.
We'd
Yeah,
love
but-
to assist you on
yeah.
that.
Thanks.
Hell yeah. Are you kidding me? That'd be fun. I mean, we have the means to do so, and it'll work. But I will make sure to have a backup internet. So there was a while that I had 2 internet services. I had Frontier and Charter during tax season, but obviously I don't need that anymore because I'm not doing that. But I had 2. And people thought it was overkill. I'm like, yeah, wow, the chances of both networks going down, I don't see.
Yep.
But
Did
all
they
right,
ever happen? Did they ever both go down?
no, but I don't want to do that. But if we actually did that, Aaron, I would have the backup, because I indirectly have my hotspot as a backup, but I couldn't get that to work. I was frustrated. So I'm sorry. All right, let's finish this up. We're going to get it done in an hour. Again, Michael, thank you. And Aaron, thank you. Lothcat in the chat room and everyone else who's watching, we thank you. It's a personal endeavor. What we do here, we're doing it out of love. And we love doing it. So, all right. We'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.